What caused the low BP, the BP dip, the blood pressure dip for actor Shefali Jariwala, one of the angles being focused by the police in Mumbai? In the next 24 hours, the truth about what really killed Shefali Jariwala will be out. For some reason, the full truth is not out yet. And this is exclusive, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting you some details as part of the investigation being carried out by the Mumbai police into the mystery death of Shefali Jariwala, who died at the age of 42. Now, that story continues to unfold. I have the first breaking news update. Let me go across straight to that. Sources have told the public that the post-mortem report is likely to be released tomorrow. We have picked up some inside details of the investigation, and in the course of the next 5 to 10 minutes, we will get into every angle of what we know so far and what the police is investigating and what could have killed Shefali Jariwala, or at least the direction this investigation is going in. Now, we are hearing that the police initially probed a possible poisoning angle, but that was ruled out much later. And they have focused more on the beauty shots, the injections, the anti-aging injections. They're looking more into the sequence of events, what happened in the 24 to 48 hours before her death. What killed Shefali? That's the focus. A post-mortem report will be released in the next 24 hours. The 1st of July, which is tomorrow, is when we are expecting that. The autopsy of the actor was conducted at Mumbai's Cooper Hospital. Let me go across to Sandeep, who's joining us with the details. A post-mortem video has also been recorded along with a team of 5 doctors, which is sometimes a standard procedure in high-profile cases. The police are investigating, or rather were investigating. I don't think that's a possible angle now, isn't it, Sandeep? Is that an angle still being probed, or is that ruled out?
See, as far as this investigation, or as you mentioned, that the standard procedures are being, in fact, being followed right now by the Mumbai police, and they are not in a position to take any kind of risk, considering as it is a very high-profile case. And at this point in time, we've been, in fact, told by the sources that in the Shefali Jariwala case, proper videography of the events have been, in fact, the post-mortem has been done. Not only that, police has also recovered glutathione vials from the residence of Shefali Jariwala, and also anti-aging tablets have also been, in fact, recovered or seized by Mumbai police. So, as of now, Mumbai police have not, in fact, found any kind of foul play, but they are not, in fact, giving a clean sheet or ruling out any possibility of foul play, but they are currently inquiring in this very matter, and they are waiting for the final post-mortem report that will be, in fact, be out by tomorrow. And the cause of death is initially being said it is cardiac arrest, but the final post-mortem report will be out tomorrow, Niranjan.
Okay. Stay with me, because I'm getting in the second angle right now. There is another interesting angle that is being investigated in the Shefali Jariwala death case. Sources in the Mumbai police now revealing that she was on a long-term regimen of anti-aging injections, including glutathione. And on the day of her death, Shefali reportedly took another injection after fasting for a religious ritual and collapsed just hours later. And as the police and forensic teams dig deeper, vials of skin-enhancing medications, antacids, also seized from her residence, hearing that glutathione injections were taken just hours before her death. And we have details of that. She was on, was this prescribed to her? Do we have details of what happened in the 24 to 48 hours? If you can take us through this part of the breaking Sandeep, of what we know of the last 24 to 48 hours before she died?
See, definitely she was taking the treatment of anti-aging. So definitely the medicines that she was in fact consuming were prescribed by the doctor or someone who was treating her for the anti-aging process. But at this point in time, it will be the Mumbai police to confirm with the fact that who was the in fact doctor who had suggested her to consume that, and not only that, whether she had followed the routine before taking those in fact vials or medicines. It is very important to underline the fact that her blood pressure initially got down after consuming the medicines, or we can say taking the vials. Her blood pressure gone down, and initially it cannot go up, or this is what is being claimed by our sources in Mumbai police. And as the blood pressure went down, she failed to in fact recover, and ultimately she got the cardiac arrest, and following which she was in fact taken to the hospital where she was declared dead. So definitely there are multiple angles that are being inquired by Mumbai police. So far Mumbai police has not come to any kind of conclusion in this very case, but yes, they are checking all the facts of the details.
Okay. And as we dug deeper, we also found out that, and that's the next part of the breaking news update on this, is exclusive details emerging. While she was on this anti-aging supplements regime, she did not have any consultation. She was taking it on her own. It was not prescribed to her. She took them on her own, is what police sources are saying. That a family member revealed during questioning that Shefali regularly took beauty supplements as part of her wellness routine, and that was without any doctor's prescription. They also insist that she never experienced any side effects in the last few years. Investigators are now probing if the unregulated use, keyword, unregulated use of these supplements may have played a role in her sudden collapse after taking one of those injections. Now, specifically speaking, what do we know about who prescribed, or what was the injections that she was taking? Was it on her own? For how long had she been taking these injections? What do we know about that aspect?
See, as I told you, Niranjan, there are multiple details that are coming out, but police is verifying all those details, whether she was consulting a doctor or not. This is something that needs to be confirmed by the police. Right now, they have taken the statement of the people who were associated, or the family members of Shefali Zariwala and the close friends of Shefali Zariwala. They have recorded their statement with Mumbai police. But it is yet to be confirmed whether she was taking medicines with the consultation of a proper doctor, or whether there was any kind of a skin treatment company which were in fact providing the medicines or the vials, or under whose instructions she was in fact consuming all those medicines or the vials. So this part is something that is still under scrutiny, and meanwhile Mumbai police is also verifying her medical history right now. And as far as the inquiry is concerned, the primary thing that Mumbai police is waiting for is the post-mortem report. Once that is out, definitely things will be more clear by tomorrow for Mumbai police.
Okay, thank you for those updates. Sandeep, I'll free you at this point of time because I have a few more breaking news updates. I'll quickly get our viewers up to speed with that investigation in a key development in the Shefali Jariwala investigation, the death case. Those medicines have also been seized. Investigators have taken from her residence a few boxes of medications that she was reportedly consuming. This contained anti-aging supplements, skin glow tablets, beauty shots, glutathione injections. Police sources saying that Shefali's family has also admitted that she had been taking all of this for a while without any prescription. So it's a wake-up call. And that is why this investigation is critical. This investigation is critical because it will tell you what really killed Shefali Jariwala and whether these beauty shots or these glutathione injections had any role to play in the last few hours of Shefali Jariwala's life. And we are getting in more details of that as well. And as we look at this case, the one aspect that comes to light is the unregulated use of such beauty shots, injections. And the truth will be out in the next 24 hours. We're getting in a breaking news update right now in the newsroom that the autopsy report will confirm the cause of death in the next 24 hours. We're expecting that to be released by the doctors. Sources in the Mumbai police confirming that they should be able to conclusively tell in 24 hours what went wrong. 14 people have given their statements to the police. There is also CCTV footage that has been collected from at least 7 cameras we're hearing from different sequences. Now, I'm getting a confirmation on the number of sequences that have been taken by the police. These are CCTV footage sequences that have been seized, 7 of them, 7 is the number. And at least 14 people have given their statements to the police. So they're looking at all possible angles. Initially, they looked at foul play, but foul play was ruled out. Police sources also saying that foul play is no longer being looked at. Initially, they looked at poisoning, possible poisoning, but that too has been ruled out. And that's a confirmation that we can give you. That's the final breaking update that we have, that there is no foul play. As of this minute, the family and husband have recorded statements among the 14 statements that have been recorded in all. And the police, for now, the Mumbai police, ruling out foul play. Ruling out foul play, which they claim even the family has been able to ascertain that so far in their investigation, foul play not featuring. Now, that's the update. In the next 24 hours, we should be able to get more details and a conclusive version of what really went wrong in the case of Shefali Jariwala. And Republic will get you the details. When that report is out, we will be first with the details. Let's move on now. And on to another exclusive report on the show. The Brazil ambassador to India has spoken exclusively to Republic ahead of the BRICS summit, which will be conducted in Brazil. Now, he has outlined about 6 priorities, from reforming global governance to AI regulation, climate, finance, health cooperation, calling BRICS a platform that embraces diversity. The envoy to India, the Brazil envoy to India, says the group's strength, that is the BRICS strength, lies in focusing on shared goals and not differences. And with Prime Minister Modi set to attend the BRICS summit, it takes on added weight. India's democratic leadership, he says, is seen as crucial in shaping the future of BRICS. Here's that conversation.
Welcome to our exclusive interview with Brazil's ambassador to India, His Excellency Kenneth Nobrega. As Brazil is all set to host the 17th BRICS summit in Rio de Janeiro this July, we will dive deep into the summit's key priorities and will also understand the evolving role of BRICS in the global governance. Ambassador, thank you so much for joining us. We would like to begin with understanding what are going to be the key priorities this time in the summit.
Okay, so good afternoon. The key priorities are reform of global governance, which is a founding platform of BRICS. The second one is climate change financing. The third is multilateral regulation of artificial intelligence. The fourth is economic and financial partnership among BRICS countries. The fifth is health cooperation, boosting health partnerships among BRICS countries. And the sixth is the development of the institutions of BRICS.
We have seen how significantly the BRICS has expanded. So how do you depict this expansion, and how will you address the challenges of unifying the diverse BRICS members?
Well, you know, I am a BRICS old-timer. I don't know if you're aware of that. I was BRICS Sherpa for some years. You see, BRICS has in its DNA the acceptance of diversity. This is very important. This is why the group has sticked together for so many years, because always the vision was, let's concentrate on what unites us, where these countries, starting with 4 countries, then 5 countries, converge on their vision and interest in the multilateral arena. So I think that from a conceptual or spiritual point of view, I would say, BRICS has been preparing for an enlargement. So, and then a point I think it's important to emphasize is that BRICS these days is one of the few groups, big groups, where you can discuss the main challenges faced by humanity: climate change, hunger, health, diseases, etc. Why? Based on the assumption that these challenges have to be faced and acted upon jointly, and always based on consensus. And this is not a small thing these days, as you know. Yeah.
So, do you think the principles outlined in the Kazan 2024 declaration will effectively shape the outcomes of this BRICS summit?
Well, I think they are a very solid base. This is where we are building on that. BRICS presidencies always build on the previous presidencies. So this is why we say that the BRICS also has a key, you know, a heritage, I would say.
Ambassador, de-dollarization has been one of the major concerns and has been one of the focal points with regards to the agenda of the BRICS. So what steps is Brazil going to take to advance de-dollarization, and for that matter, alternative payment method at the summit?
Well, let me just at the outset saying that de-dollarization is not a goal in itself. When BRICS is discussing new payment platforms, the possibility of having trade in our local currencies, it's about giving business more options in light of the geopolitical and economic developments of the world, and mindful of the fact that BRICS countries make up 40% of the world GDP. So we can trade in our local currencies, but it's not a set objective to de-dollarize. It's up to the business community to make choices. You know that in our regional integration process, Mercosur, we have been having the possibility of local currencies trade for more than 25 years. So it's, you know, for us, it's no novelty. For Brazil, it's no novelty.
So, 2 new members, Russia and Iran, both are involved in some conflicts. Are these geopolitical conflicts going to be addressed in the agenda in the BRICS summit?
Yeah, there are no taboos among BRICS members. I think this is one of our strong points. We discuss among ourselves all issues. And you saw that the group managed to issue a reasonable, good statement on the attack on Iran. Yeah, I don't know if you had the opportunity of going through. It's a very balanced text which clearly condemns aggression against international law, against the charter of the UN, right?
We talk about the members participating this year in the summit. How do you see President Xi not coming this time around and participating in the summit?
Well, this was, of course, his option, taking into account, I think, his schedule, I think his assignments. But let me just remind that the president of China was in Brazil for the G20, was also on a state visit to Brazil. He met also President Lula in other occasions. So there is no dearth of contacts between Brazil and China. So I do not see this as a development, as something that has to be interpreted, really.
Last question to you, Ambassador. With the Prime Minister's scheduled state visit to Brazil, how do you think India-Brazil ties will shape the outcomes of the summit?
You know, again, as a BRICS old-timer, Brazil and India has always coordinated a lot within BRICS because we are two big democracies. We have a coincidence of values, a reasonable coincidence also of interests. So this is a tradition, I have worked also not only in BRICS with India, but also in Geneva, in WTO and WIPO. We always coordinated closely. So this has been always like this, I would say.
Okay, that's it on this edition of This Is Exclusive. In the next few hours, the Shefali death report, and Republic will get you the details. Stay tuned.
RG Kar rerun in Kolkata. Mamta still silent. From Sandesh Khali to Calcutta Law College, no change. How long will Mamta government allow this? Debating tonight at 8 p.m.
Co-powered by Century Ply, Club Prime, Raho Befikar.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला।
विमल में गुलिस्तां के ये कुछ लजीज फरिश्ते जब साथ घुले तो जी ललचाए और दिल कहे कि स्वाद की जुबान में खुद को ऐसे डुबाऊं कि निकल ना पाऊं। विमल की जुबान कुछ है ही ऐसी, मानते हैं? विमल, बोलो जुबान कैसी?
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा। מי שלא ראה שדה קרב שיראה אותו עכשיו. בוא. בוא אחי. שמאלה, שמאלה, שמאלה. סע, ישר, ישר. ישר. ישר.
The IDF, of course, has been operating in Gaza in increasingly intense stages, trying to gain control over Gaza, trying to degrade Hamas and its leadership. Since the beginning of Israel's retaliation against Hamas and its leadership in Gaza following the October 7th attack, Israel has gone after, of course, senior Hamas leadership, masterminds, planners, or executors or participants in the October 7th attack. And this was another senior Hamas leader who was found and neutralized by Israeli forces. At this point, virtually all of their military leadership in Gaza has been taken out. And this is part of a greater strategy by the IDF to bring Hamas under enough pressure to the point where
Akhilesh attacks Kathawachaks and Dhirendra Shastri. Tejasvi says he will throw the Waqf bill in the dustbin. Attack Sanatan, defend Waqf. India's strategy, debating tonight at 9 p.m.
Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. रहो बेफिक्र.
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ. डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड में मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा. अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ. सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र.
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने.
Hi, this is Chef Ranveer Brar. Guarantee you brilliance on behalf of IIHM.
विमल में गुलिस्तान की ये कुछ लजीज फरिश्ते जब साथ घुले तो जी ललचाए और दिल कहे कि स्वाद की इस जुबान में खुद को ऐसा डुबाऊं कि निकल ना पाऊं. विमल की जुबान कुछ है ही ऐसी, मानते हैं ना? विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी.
MDH की देगी मिर्च,
देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का.
MDH की देगी मिर्च. מי שלא ראה שדה קרב שיראה אותו עכשיו. בוא. בוא אחי. שמאלה, שמאלה, שמאלה. סע, ישר, ישר. ישר. ישר.
The IDF, of course, has been operating in Gaza in increasingly intense stages, trying to gain control over Gaza, trying to degrade Hamas and its leadership. Since the beginning of Israel's retaliation against Hamas and its leadership in Gaza following the October 7th attack, Israel has gone after, of course, senior Hamas leadership, masterminds, planners, or executors or participants in the October 7th attack. And this was another senior Hamas leader who was found and neutralized by Israeli forces. At this point, virtually all of their military leadership in Gaza has been taken out. And this is part of a greater strategy by the IDF to bring Hamas under enough pressure to the point where it...
RG Kar rerun in Kolkata. Mamta still silent. From Sandesh Khali to Calcutta Law College, no change. How long will Mamta government allow this? Debating tonight at 8 p.m. Akhilesh attacks Kathawachaks and Dhirendra Shastri. Tejasvi says he will throw the Waqf bill in the dustbin. Attack Sanatan, defend Waqf. Indi's strategy, debating tonight at 9 p.m.